Joseph. Come on up in the building and welcome to the Zen Den. Okay? Come on, 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 come on. Bring your ass in the motherfucking building. Hey, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ashe and welcome to the Zen Den. My name is Amethyst the Hippie, and I'm coming to you with a new look, looking very motherland, baby. Loving the skin I'm in. And this is my channel where I'm a little bit more vulnerable, I'm a little bit more open, and we are talking about all things sacral chakra. Okay, so you'll find more of my sacral chakra readings. You're gonna find more of my sacral chakra dancing, freeform dance, where I'm just dancing and doing whatever the hell I want to do in that moment that I feel called. Okay, it's gonna be clips because I'm not gonna show you my full entire dance. It probably will work up to that, but not as of now. You'll see more of me picking intimate, being more intimate, picking more intimate topics, having more intimate conversations. And this is all because we are building self love. We are working on confidence, and we are also working on our creativity and expressing ourselves in the most creative ways, which can be very vulnerable. Okay, if you are an artist or if you love art, you know that art can be very expressive, very passionate, and very vulnerable. So this is more of my homage to my artiste and me, homage to my artiste ancestors. Shout out to you guys who have always wanted to express your craft and be known for it, but you could never do that because you had to stay hidden. Okay. And shout out to my higher self. I know that you are loving the skin that we're diving in. So if this is the type of vibe that you're on, self-love, confidence, expressing yourself more and not giving a fuck while doing it, then this is the definitely the spaces that you want to be in, because this is the space that I'm creating on Terror at the Zendan 2.0. 2.0, when I think of a 2.0, I'm thinking of something that is reinvented. Terror at the Zendan, that's my other page where I do my readings, my collective readings, and I never do like personal sign readings because I have not been called to do that yet. Now, I'm not saying that I won't do that, but at this moment I have not been called to just do the personal sign readings. But I have been called to do collective readings. And the reason and why is because I feel like collectively, you might be hearing my notification. Collectively, um there's a message that source gives me, and it's not just for one particular person. I feel like that my readings can hit on every scenario and they're timeless. So I love to go over there and do my collective readings. So if you are on this channel and you would like to go check out my collective readings, then you can go over to Tarot at the Zendan and you'll find my other channel. I created that channel because I was called to do so. It was not because I wanted to just create a channel where I can get a whole bunch of views, because over there I feel like I have like 55 subs and not even that many likes. Most of my likes come from the people that have been sending black magic and witchcraft, just trying to watch and pry and pay attention. But a lot of the videos, I feel like the people that they do hit, then I'm happy that they hit and they are able to resonate with the message. And if I can touch one person, then I've done my job, because that is what I do that channel for. It's not for the all the subscribers, all the followers, which that would be amazing, because that means I'm giving my testimony to those many people, and I'm giving word, the God's word to those many people. and it's they're consuming it and they're taking it in, so it would be beautiful. But if that doesn't happen and it's only a few people, I'm still grateful for that just the same, because that means that I'm reaching someone. And just to feel like I'm reaching someone and they're gravitating to that, then that's beautiful. And that's Ashe, because it was once upon a time where we were our ancestors and we were all kind of like in this refined type of way where we couldn't even reach one person. So to know that you have that one person that you're like, hey, I'm running, and they say, I'm coming with you because I feel what you're saying. Ashe, like, let's go. I was gonna go regardless, but if you coming with me, then that's what's up. So that's more what it's about for me, and that's the type of artist that I am in any aspect. Even if I was painting a picture, as long as I felt good at the end of the me painting that picture, I would be excited if no one said anything, because I am appreciative of my own art that I just did. The shit, to me, that's a motherfucking masterpiece. So sometimes in my readings, I go back because they also, some of them have timestamps and some of them don't. But depending on what I'm going through, sometimes I go back within my own readings and can say, wow, what you said there, it resonated with myself. So it could be like a diary, if you will, just in a live setting where I'm having an audience. So, yeah. And this was the same thing with this page. I decided to create this page because this is something that I'm doing in my life, working on my sacral and realigning myself with self love, wrapping myself in self love and not self hate, not spreading hatred to my body and insecurity, and saying I don't want to come on Facebook or live or YouTube and show my curves and all that is happening with me because I feel that people would say something. At the end of the day, it should not matter what people say. It should only matter what I have to say about my body. And so this is the things that I'm doing now within myself, not kind of hiding myself because of the fact that I don't want to be seen, but protecting myself. There's a difference. And I want to teach myself the difference. The difference is sometimes you want to comb your hair and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you want to shave your legs and sometimes you won't. Beautiful song by India Ari. I used to just sing that song and really didn't know the value of the words, but now I do. It's like I want to choose to wear my hair, my weave, my makeup, my adornments, and all the things that is. I want to choose to say I don't want to wear one piece or two piece. I don't want to be told by society and the fucked up thoughts that was created within myself on the reasons why I shouldn't. I want it to be a choice and not something that I feel like I'm forced to do by fear, if that makes sense. And in a sense, I didn't even wear like how I have my grays showing. I don't know if you can see them, but it's mad getting gray. But that's beautiful. There's things like that that I didn't feel was beautiful. And if it was seen, then oh my God, what would the world say? But this is me. And why am I hiding behind the dyes? Okay, sometimes I want to, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to wear my weave all the way down to my ass. Sometimes I want to wear colors in my hair. Sometimes I want to be blonde. Sometimes I want to be blue. Sometimes I want to be black as hell. And sometimes I want to be very, preppy in the valley. Why can't I be what I want? Is that not what this American dream is supposed to all be about? The human experience is supposed to be for me to live in the skin that I am in and love it and have fun doing it. So whatever way that I choose to do that, then okay. If I want to put cornrows in my hair with a fitted cap on, with saggy pants, and then say that I want to look like what they would call a boy, then that should be what I choose to do, because this is my form of art. This is my expression. This is my gift to myself. I mean, I just don't get it. And this is a lot of what I used to feel, is that I had to look like everybody else and sound like everybody else and dwell like everybody else in order for me to love myself. But that was complete bullshit. And it was sabotaging me, and it was crippling me, and it was hurting me from seeing who I was and how strong and beautiful of a person that I was. So that was like a long ass intro, but my loves, that was the intro. Let's get into the video. Shay, and we're back. Okay, so here are some things that I want to share with you that have helped me to create more of a peacefulness inside of my life when it came to me judging myself so much. Okay, I'm about to burn a little lavender. Hold on just a second. And if you have any incense, or if you have any incense or any type of herbs that make you feel creative in this moment, expressive in this moment, because this is not just a space that I'm drawing in for me. This is a space that I want you to draw in for you. Catch this vibe. Your scenery needs to be matching this scenery, or even better. Come on. Get your herbs, get your little charcoal, burn your intentions. Okay? Then I want you to pull you out some orange candles, or pink, or red. You can do white. Whatever inspires you. Okay, fuck it. We are going to do whatever inspires you. Okay, get your little, and then you're going to light those. Get you some oils, okay? This oil right here is my special self-love oil, okay? It has a mixture of beautiful herbs that have been fed, talked to, loved, and smashed, okay? And spoken over with the highest intent, all right? Curate, and and I apply pressure, all right? The blend smells beautiful, like you just put something on that you like to smell. But let me tell you, you can also take these little oils that you get that smells good, your little favorite perfume, your favorite smell, and you can take a little drop and put it inside of your self-love oils too. And it even makes it more inviting because it's something that you love to smell already. So you're putting that intention into it as well. Then you blend it, cover over it for a few days, okay? And applying all of your magic into that thing. And before you know, you got this. Get all that mother, all of that. You shake this, and I put so much in there because I want to be able to just keep adding my oils to the already um, covered over in magic that's already in these herbs, okay? Baby, say your things over yourself, put it over your heart, put it over your throat, put it in your sacral area, okay? Put it on your feet, because you're going to walk in that. You're going to walk in what you say every day as well. You're going to walk in that. Put it on your feet. Now rub it in your hair. You keep it rubbing in your hair. Put it a little bit on your third. Put it at the base of your spine, at the bottom, on the smooth of your back, and you go. Now, if you would like to purchase you one with Amethyst the Hippie, with all of these beautiful intentions inside of this thing is real. You can drop this on your candles as you're burning them when we have sessions like this, okay? Put them in your conditioners, your shampoos. If you're still using those products, this is no judgment, okay? Whatever you do, if you don't just do the ACV wash, or you do your natural herbs, whatever. Okay, you can put it in whatever you want to, and because it's natural, you can also put it in without the before you add this. Don't add this if you're gonna do that, and then be doing all that I'm saying, because this can be harsh to the yoni. No, 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 no. Don't put this in there and then you're gonna put it in your spiritual baths. You don't want to mess up your beauty. Your beauty. You don't want to mess up your girder, right? So don't put this in there. Then be putting it in all these things. Put this in there only if you're gonna use it as a body oil. Only. I don't even recommend putting this in your hair, but to each his own. But you can even put that in your love washes that you're doing. That's why I love that blend. And it is one of my ancestors' hand given gifts to me. My ancestors created that blend and they handed it over to me. And I am so grateful. I am grateful because it is things like that that have definitely helped me and healed me. Having this oil in my life, y'all might think that I'm trying to sell the fuck out this oil, but I'm not. I'm speaking of, see, this is what this channel is to speak upon the creative things that I have even started touching upon. Y'all might think that I'm trying to sell the fuck out this oil, but I'm not. I'm speaking of, see, this is what this channel is to speak upon the creative things that I have even started touching upon. My ancestors have given me things like this, these oils, these blends, these secrets, these talents, masteries, and I love them for it because they used to hide and they could not show who they were. They had to hide shit under the floorboards and whisper in groups and be afraid to be melanated and free. They were criticized and put out in the sun where they thought they were torturing them, but little did you know you were making us stronger. The thing that you tried to use for a weapon was the very thing that was communicating with us, telling us how to get the fuck out. My ancestors have been giving me their roots, and I am so thankful for them. I honor them. I venerate them. In this very moment, I'm venerating them. Thanking you, ancestors, for all that you went through, for all those stripes you took on your back, for all of the things that people said about you, for the way you had to hold your head down in the midst of moments when you wanted to slit someone's throats, for keeping your composure, for loving source, for even treating the person that treated you like shit like they were worthy. Ancestors, I give you all of my heart because I know you did this in fear. Sometimes I feel their fear still. And we communicate and we talk. And in moments where I am crying, they're saying it's okay because I was crying. I was crying with you. That was my cry. That was my cry, they say. That was my very cry. That I would be judged for certain things. So when I find strength, that is loving myself. That's lifting my esteem and that's growing them as well and healing them. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Let me pause and get this off my lip. Hold on. Thing. If I walk in a room and I'm the bomb, if I feel like I just went home, I just got dressed, I just went out and I picked this outfit, that should not pull from the sense of me wanting to feel great about myself. If somebody else go and pick their outfit, they feel like they are this, and that. When they get there, me feeling so great about myself should not snuff out your fire to feel like you was just as amazingly beautiful. Someone should not have to die down themselves in order to make your fire burn higher. And if that's the case, then they ain't got no fire in the first place. And that is not no one's problem but their own. That's why it's called self esteem. Because yourself is the one who's supposed to keep your fire up top. You are supposed to be the one who says, let me encourage myself every single day. When I'm going low, let me create myself to go high. Thank you for telling me I look good, but what you telling me I look good should not add to me feeling any type of way about myself. I know that shit when I come out the door. I knew that shit when I walked in the room. When I got dressed, put that together, did this, do 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 do, and I got ready and I left, I knew I was it. So if you tell me, oh, you look amazing, that should not matter. But I'm gonna take the compliment because I'm not going to be rude. But it should not be looked at as if, oh, you're stuck up, you're arrogant, you're pompous. Why should I not love myself? Why the fuck are we teaching each other to not love ourselves? That makes no sense to me. These celebrities and stars that we call it walk around saying they the shit all the time, and we glorify them and lift them up, and we equally tell them, yes, you are everything. You look better than me. You even look better than me. But when it comes to someone that we feel like is on our same level, what we feel like is our level now, we would then say, oh, they're vain or they don't have a place to be. This person should feel this way because they could get all of this stuff. What if we don't want work done? What if we don't want these things? What if we love ourselves within the skin that we're in and we want to walk out here and pop our shit and feel just as big as Megan and all these girls say they do, but when they really don't? Come on now. I'm just saying. Let's love ourselves. What's wrong with loving ourselves? That's the thing. I have to feel bad because I'm not size 2. No, you be happy you're size 2 and I'm going to be happy the size that I am, and we're both going to have whatever confidence that we have about ourselves, because who says the girl being the size 2 is happy being the size 2? That's what society teaches you. And then we swallow that shit and then we start to believe it within ourselves. But what if we say, fuck that, I don't want the poison? You know how we all inside of a little home and they sitting around passing out damn little what's the name? Okay, this ain't real pills, this is cascarilla. So they passing out little samples to people and they all popping the poison. What if you say, you know what, fuck you poison, I'm gonna put you right here today. Let me see what this wave is gonna be like. I wanna hear the cuckoos. No, I don't want to continue. I don't want to continue to have to sit here and digest the poison. I refuse to continue to allow myself to be vaporized. It is up to me to put my fire up and not allow society to keep telling me who or what I'm supposed to be. I wanted to create this channel because I knew that there needed to be a space where people can talk about real shit. And, I really didn't see that nowhere. And I'm not trying to say like people are not talking about real shit, but maybe it's just the topics that I wanted to talk about. And maybe that's what that is. That's what I'm saying. We are all picking up mass as we go into this life, and sometimes you just want a place where you can put the mask down and say, you know what, today I refuse to look the way you want me to, speak the way you want me to, be the way you want me to. Today I choose to be happy in me. I was so used to putting on layers of makeup to get online, to speak about anything, to go out, to even when I first would have my boyfriend come over, I would have to put makeup on in order for me to, be seen as even beautiful in the grand rising. I would go and do a little something to my face, and just like they do in the movies, and then hurry up and get back into the bed so I'll look all refreshed. It was crazy. For me to wear my hair natural, oh no, you're not catching me doing that. Definitely. I felt like my natural hair, I felt like my natural skin, and I'm saying natural skin because I was trying to buy bleaching products to rub on my face because I felt like I wanted to be lighter. Everything that was me, I felt was ugly. It became a disease to my mind badly, badly. And I would watch RuPaul's Drag Race, okay? Shout out to RuPaul. After a major abusive breakup between me and my oldest sperm donor, I had a lot of insecurities after that relationship, going from abuse, childhood abuse, okay, being brought up in the 90s where you are labeled as chocolate and dark skin. A boy just want to fuck you. Let's be real. It is nowhere that he wants to make you his girlfriend to go take you to see his mama. He sees that you're dark skinned, so you're loose, you're fast, you're the one that I can sleep with and take advantage of. That's where Aunt Jemima and all of that shit come from. Because they were the ones that Master would go out and have his way on and seen as loose, and then go back home and then play in love with the little light skinned girl, or in harmony with the Caucasian woman. That is the way that it was. Okay. And I'm also channeling, not even knowing that this was my gift. All of that, those why I'm a child, and not even knowing that half of those cries was of my ancestors screaming from the inside, oh my God, we're enduring this same trauma. It hurt so bad. It doubled my pain. I felt mugly. Going on any platform and showing me and saying, da da, this is me, motherfuckers, and loving myself. Oh my God. I was horrified. Because what would they say? How would they treat me? And I'm being honest, this is how I felt. You know what God has in the gods? Let me tell you about them. I don't give a what nobody think. I don't care if someone got on here and said, "Oh, you are all those things you just said." Guess what? Who cares? There is nothing that can put out that fire unless it's my own voices. You feel me? And then that is when I would have to go into my shadows and then deal with those voices and say, why are you there? Let's break down what's going on in the center of that. And that's called shadow work. That's called owning up to your shit. And that's called going into those places that are horribly terrifying and coming back out saying, damn, that's what it is. That's called shadow work. Going into dark spaces. Can you go that deep? Ask yourself. Because with this love of self, you have to know that the world is going to tell me this because they're dealing in this. People from your past is going to tell you this because they're dealing in that. And some new people might even try to come and try to toxify your water and tell you this because they're dealing in that. But what do you believe? That's what self-love for me is. building that strength, going into those places that were haunting and saying, so what made you, what was the feeling that you felt when you felt that emotion? How did that memory make you feel? After you felt that memory, just keep squeezing it, keep squeezing it, keep squeezing it until you now are right there. Yeah. That is the work that source and my ancestors have led me to. Sometimes I am in the woods and I am running and I'm wondering, why are we still running? Why are we still running? And if you get it, you get it. Why are we still running? The ones that were, if you go back, the ones who said, I'm not running no more. And if I gotta run, I'm going back. And I'm not just this time running for me no more. I ran for freedom so I can get us all out. That's what it's about. Building yourself and saying, you know what? It's time that I stop taking the pills. I'm done taking them damn pills. Those pills want to stop me. And I'm not talking about physical pills. For some, it could be physical pills. But I'm talking about mental. The watching so much TV, the doing all of this stuff. And I'm not saying that you can't watch certain shit. You gotta stay in tune so we can know how this matrix is going. It's important for us to know how everything is going. We have to know. We don't want to kick ourselves all the way the fuck out, because then you'll be blind. Keep yourself in tune and keep yourself in tune. Okay? Yeah. Another way that ancestral veneration and connecting to my ancestors, another way that's helped me was just hearing their stories and going back into their moments and asking them why has helped me so much to discover me, myself, and where I'm going in life. You know, the fears that I have, knowing myself completely in all of my houses and spending solitude with myself, identifying why I had so many different characters within me. The reason why I say characters is because sometimes I would think that when I was younger that I was bipolar. I labeled myself this diagnosis because I felt that there's so many different parts of my mind that goes, but that was the beauty of my mind. And because I didn't have a place that creatively could express that to me, because I didn't have anybody that can interpret that in a way to me that made sense to my uniqueness, it was just that I wasn't of this world. There is so much creative wave to all of us. You may be a beautiful cook. You might be a dancer. You might be a hairdresser. You might be a farmer. There's somebody that might be a mechanic, someone that's a janitor, another person that's a teacher, someone that's a home nurturer for the children, someone who works in business or behind a desk. It doesn't matter. You are all beautiful in the shapes that you are. It's beautiful because it's all source. Even the dark. A lot of people want to give the devil so much credit, but my thing is, do you not believe in yin and yang? For every dark, there is a light. For every light, there is a dark. And there it is, the balance. That is the order. That is the ankh. That is that. So when you look at a person and you feel like, I don't like you, what is it about me that you don't like? Is it something that you don't like within yourself? These are the things that we need to start asking ourselves when we are around certain things. Now, if you feel like this energy is not your energy, then okay, get away from it. But you still don't disrupt it and don't judge it in a way, because that's now throwing evil eyes. And who are you to judge? You judge what you put in, but you cannot judge what's in another person's environment. That's their lives. They're creative of that world. They are gods of their world, not you. And that's the thing I can't understand with certain religions. They sit back and they put their fingers up at everything and they point, and they will determine what is evil, what is good, and what is not. But little do they know, we all are here to do our job, and we created these lives as along the way. You are not God of my life. It is you who sits back and judge, because quite frankly, a person like me is not even giving a fuck about anything that you got going on. Seriously. And that's just not me being like self-involved. That's just being in my world. If you are not a part of my world, then that means I don't care about what's happening now. If I'm called to care, that is the difference. If I'm called to care, I am called to cover over all living and breathing things. I am called to keep my respect for all living and breathing things. But I am not called to care. And now when I say care, I put myself into. Okay, like when you're caring for a patient, put myself into. I am not called to put myself into anything unless I am directed by source to do so. Other than that, why am I judging? And this is the ways that we need to. It's a book that I was reading, and it's the beginning of the book is called The Smoky Mirror, and it expresses so much of that I just spoke about. If you feel that there is someone that irritates your spirit or you don't like, you have to ask yourself this reason why. Why is that? Why is that? I used to be in school and there was girls who would look at me and they just couldn't stand my guts. And sometimes I would be thinking, damn, why? Like, I'm trying to fit in. I'm trying to do all of these things because, again, this is the trauma. Me trying to fit in. I'm trying to still push myself to fit inside of this umbrella of what it's supposed to be. But the thing was, I was not made to fit inside of these circles. I never was. And that pulling me away from myself, and it would made me apply self-hatred. And that's what happens. You remove yourself from who you are into now you have tried to become everything everyone wanted within you. And now it's still not enough, because now who do you hate? You hate yourself because you're not doing what you truly are called to do and what you really want to do with yourself. So before you hear everyone else's words, you hear your own words. You're hearing your own words and you're hearing their words. And that shit is like a bell to your ears. It just rings loud. And now before you know it, you've became a damn, what is it, symbiote like Venom. Remember, he was a person first, and it was darkness that fed him. And then you want everybody else around you to look miserable and dark, and you hate, and you start afflicting what they call hating. It's because you now look at other people wishing that you were this and that and that. And when anybody else have confidence about themselves and they walk around with their chest like this, and you feel like, damn, you look like me, or you, in your mind, you say you look worse. Because you have this ego now, of course. Let's not get into the ego death. That's another video. But even in that, even me using that as a um, analogy for what I'm saying with Venom, I think the man name was Eddie. That's who the host was. Okay, okay, we gonna have to make this a topic, honey. He had to find a balance between his light and his dark. Listen to me. It is important that you love yourself and express love into yourself, whatever ways that you judge yourself before. If you used to sing in the back and you always wanted to be loud and heard, then guess what? Maybe you should start singing. Why? Because this is now pulling yourself from out of that darkness into the light and making that powerful and saying, fuck what you heard. I love me. I love me. How do you love God? How do you love the gods? But then you say you do not love you. That ain't no damn truth to that. You gotta love you all the way through. The ugly, the dark, the lonely, the weird, the quirky, the sexy, the intelligent, and the powerful, the magical. All of those parts of you, all of it. And if it's an extra layer, love that shit too, and love it healthy too. Because to be honest, there's a lot of things to God. A lot of things to God. We have to stop feeling like God is one thing. Please stop doing that. You're making God too small. They're not that small. I want to give us a card. I'm on my way to becoming the best version of myself. Ashe. I'm on my way to becoming the best version of myself. I am relaxed and calm, and I do feel calm in a sense. I welcome true love to enter my life. I'm gonna add that. I welcome true love to enter into my life. So make these your affirmations. So if you're looking for affirmation of self-love of the day, I just gave you 3 affirmations that you can use to incorporate into your self-love day, where you can say these things empowering to yourself every day. And you can write them on post-its and stick them up, put them as screenshots in your phone so you can save them if you're working. Put them on your mirror in the bathroom. That's where you see yourself first. Um, write them. Write them. Meditate over them with your rose quartz, okay? Keep your rose quartz on you. Yes, I'm digging because I got a rose quartz. Sure do. Keep you a rose quartz close to you, okay? And put you some oils on, and while you walking, say these words, because you are now, you just put all of your magic on you. You didn't put the oil on you. You got your crystals, okay? You are speaking these things out into existence, and this is all while you have your candle burnt, creating all of that magic, creating all of that magic. And even if you can have like these lights where they create the illumination while you're doing this puts you in that moment. And even pole dancing, you can listen to something and rubbing the oil on you while you're pole dancing, or even when you're doing your sacral dances, your spins and circles that we did before. Remember when we did this, the circles? You could be rubbing the oils on yourself as you're doing the circles. You could be, rubbing them on your crystals, putting them in your hair, anything. Okay, anything. Your regimen can become so, and it ain't gotta be every day, but we loving on ourselves. This is what we're doing in this life, because we're gonna love ourselves in moments that we had pain. The world has told us to be one way, and we've all fell short to that bullshit. So there is nobody watching this video that cannot say that I can apply more love to my life. I can apply more into me, seeing into me time, speaking better to myself, encouraging myself more. There's no one who can say that they cannot get a little bit of that. We all we all can have a little bit of a lot of it. A lot of it. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go back over those affirmations. I welcome true love. I welcome in true love. We have to welcome in true love to us so we can know what it look like, what it feel like. Because if it ain't feeling like how we apply it to ourselves, if the love don't feel like how we give it, if the love don't sound how we speak it, if the love don't feel how we feel it, then guess what? I don't even know if that last one made sense, but guess what? We don't want it. We don't want it. We don't want no damn narcissist who is trying to cover yourself with a layer of skin of what you feel like this person would want. Baby, there is no amount to love. It's infinity. It's infinity. It is an infinite thing. Okay? So there's no amount. There's no amount of lies. There's no amount of concoction. Real love can be seen, and you have to exude that. You have to exude that, and that starts from loving all of your pieces of yourself, all of those houses that's stored inside of you. Loving those things in a place that is so weaponized with words. Yes, you have to do it, but that's going to create you to be strong too. The judgment's going to come. Oh yeah, because everybody feel here. They feel like they are the master judges, okay? You got people who got worse shit going on. They should never ever have anything to say about nobody's business. You got people that need to take 6,000 seats, but most high knows they will have their ass in your business telling people what you've done, how you've done it, spinning it and concocting it and wiki, knowing damn sure that now if someone said, okay, so now what about you? You would be like, yeah, I'm gonna go slide out the back. Seriously. Seriously. And that's the thing. It's that this world has judges. The judge is the worst one. Pay attention. Why are you judging me? Is it because you just got 50 stones in your pocket? Be honest. Are you serious? You really need to stop. Like, we have to really get into ourselves and say to ourselves, guess what? Why do we listen to you? Sometimes you giving people too much power. Their words did not come out of your mama's pussy with you. And then the words came out too. No, mind your business. If you don't like this, then bye. I didn't ask you to subscribe. Seriously. Maybe this is the reason why we feel like this, because social media with the subscribe, like, follow, da, da, da. When like I said at the beginning of my videos, I do this for source, to get my messages out there. As long as I say it, I put it on this and I put it out there. If one person looks, if no people look, God says job well done, because you've done it, my child. So I don't even give a damn about none of that shit either. I care about speaking my truth. That's what's important to me, so that I can look back later in my life and uplift me. Maybe this is all for me. Maybe this ain't even about y'all. And I'm being honest. Maybe this is a live journal to me of saying, girl, get your ass up that mountain. Seriously. We have to stop listening to the voices of everybody else, because those voices should be so over there. Like you see Jamie Foxx over there. That's where that shit should be. I'm not listening to this. I'm an artist. And if you are an artist, you know what the fuck that means. If not, sorry, I can't give you the little code. I'm an artist. Okay? People are gonna say some shit, but what that mean? I gotta know that my shit was good. I have to know that my shit is good. And this is what I want to leave you with. Looking at yourself, what do you see? Maybe you need to say this shit while you listen to the man in the mirror. Michael, I fuck with you real hard. And I'm about to even put you in the closing of my video. When I was 16, I was getting my nails done and they said Michael Jackson was getting off. And I was so happy for him, but I was hurting for him too. Michael was beautiful, handsome, amazing. But the world created him to hate himself each and every day. He changed himself in order to look like the very thing that hurt him, ridiculed him, and abused him, and diseased his mind enough to think that his brown afro and nose wasn't beautiful. They changed him into a clone of themselves. All of the hates that he seen, he was now looking straight in the mirror at. He was gone. And they still found every way to create him to further go down the spiral, because it is not done until you are done. That's the hate. The hate is created for you to know that it is not done until you are done. And I'm looking up here too, if you see, because I'm looking at two cameras. I know you're like, what the hell? It is not done until you are done. Are you going to let their words create you to hate yourself? Or are you going to say, I know exactly why you say what you say about me? Because it's either you wish you could see what you see, and you can't see it. You can't look in the mirror and you can't feel that confident, because you've changed yourself into a place of, I can't even see my inner soul anymore, because I have picked up so many masks. And so you can't stand the person that's next to you who love themselves, because you feel like, how dare you love you? How dare you be free? How dare you? It is your job to take them damn masks off and to expose the true self. Not mine, not the next person's. That's why it's called self-esteem. Build yourself up. Create that esteem. Learn how to make your fire, because that shit is talent. It creates you to be strong, and no one can ever put you in the dark if you learn how to build a fire. I don't give a fuck where you at. If you know how to make one fire, you know how to make many, and before you have it, you'll be out of the dark. That's what this shit is about. I thank you, Collective, for coming into a space where we can talk about all things spiritual. I love you so much, and I send you so much love and light. And I'm so happy that we are all doing this together. If you are fucking with these videos, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell so you can catch more videos like this. The other affirmation was, I am relaxed and calm. How have you been feeling? Are you relaxed? Are you calm? I am on my way to becoming the best version of myself. I believe that for me and for you, collective. Again, my name is Amethyst the Hippie. I do have another channel called Terror at the Zenden, and that's where you can go over there and connect with my collective readings. If you want to see more videos like this one, where I get a little bit more personal and open, then come over here at Terror at the Zenden 2.0, and that's where you'll find this sacral magic. And also, if you want to pick up any of my oils, then go ahead and comment down below and we can connect. This one is my protection oil. And you can also use these as altar oils when you're using either love work, I have thousands of oils, so go ahead and get with me about that as well. This is my only two channels. I don't go into people's DMs and ask them for donations or any of that. I am making videos as spirit is leading me, so I don't even have a time frame of when I post. Okay, so whenever I post, that's when I post. But I thank you for coming and connecting with me where we can talk about all things spiritual because these are my favorite topics. Please make sure you pay attention to the real motion of my accounts because I do not want you to get scammed. Ashe.